Oh, yo, what's up? It's Justice. I still got to do my touch-up shrink, prep and final the window, and then I'm pretty much done. But I already have this back window shrunk. So on these Model 3s, and this is the older Model 3. The older Model 3 has the chrome instead of the matte black trim. Regardless, the back window's the same. These back windows are huge. So at their widest, they're like, I think it's from trim to trim on the inside, it's like 42 or 43 inches, depending on how the trim fits. So, and then as long as, I think it's like 58, 59 inches, something like that. So film only comes in 24, 36, 40, and 60 inch rolls. So you're having to use the 60 inch roll. When these first came out, like nobody knew how to do these windows because they were so big. And this was like the first of like the really, really large windows to where like regular film wouldn't cover it. So what we end up having to do on these is we get like a 60 inch roll of film and we turn it sideways and roll it all the way down the window. And then instead of shrinking the film from top to bottom like we normally do, we do it sideways. Film only shrinks in one direction, and so it's from the ends. It's the way it's made. If you try to shrink it the other way, it's not gonna actually manipulate. So this one, I've already got everything shrunk. I always just go back over my edges real quick, especially on something this big and this curvy, just to make sure no little fingers pull up or anything like that. This is the cleaning part, because no matter how clean somebody keeps their car, cleans their glass, it has to be pristine for me to install it. These defroster lines are a little larger and like to pull like air down them while it's drying. So if I don't have this prepped like exactly the way I want it to, I run the potential of having what I call like banana fingers or popcorn fingers.
Relationship status?
Are we back on that again? Have Bumble and Tinder, so if that's anything. And I mean, today is Valentine's Day. This is a good thing. I'm so single, I woke up this morning and had no idea it was Valentine's Day. No clue. Yeah, and then I saw a whole bunch of TikToks while I was laying in bed that was talking about Valentine's Day. Get in here and really start cleaning on all these defroster lines. This is picking up any like oils, dirt, debris, stuff like that. And then now look at it. See how it's starting to pick up all the gunk and stuff that's built up in between the defroster lines? Yeah, this might take a minute, Alex. So this is the fun part. I gotta peel this whole thing. And so there's a lot of different techniques that installers use on these Model 3 back windows. A lot of guys, like probably the most popular is what guys will do, we'll do the California roll or the back roll, and they'll roll it down like this. So when you get on the inside, you roll it from bottom up. That's what's easiest for me. So I got my magic solution in there, setting the liner back on top. Now in theory, if I did that perfect, there's gonna be no dirt, no specks. It's actually, I'm spraying water in the air right now because it'll take out any little dust that might be floating by. Because window tint is like one of the most unforgiving film mediums. You can't really peel it back up and respray it because you're just gonna have more contaminants. It's the only medium that people actually look through. So if there is something, you're gonna see it. All right, I'm gonna set this inside the car real quick. I gotta clean off the outside so I can see what I'm doing. It doesn't need to be perfect because I'm just getting all my fabric softener off that I use on the outside, so the film will be like sliding around as I'm installing. Now I can actually see my film. All I'm gonna do, since I've already clay barred it, scrubbed it, I even gave it a little alcohol bath just to take up any other residue that might be left on these defrosters. Yeah, talk about an ab workout doing these back windows. So Crystalline is a really heavy film. It's a lot thicker than normal films. So the surface tension needs to be a lot greater on the glass for it to actually hold itself up. Yeah, now I'm just checking for all light gaps. I have to cut these really big just because of the angle of the trim and everything. It's very easy for there to be light gaps, especially up on this top edge, up by like, which this is something you wouldn't see normally, but it's just, like I said, I've always said light gaps are my pet peeve, especially when we're doing something darker. This is the 40% crystalline we're putting on here. So if there is, you know, with the if there is any like gaps, you're gonna notice it. Because basically what the numbers mean is how much visible light is actually transmitted through the film. Anything 40 and up is considered like a lighter film. 40 to 70 is lighter. Anything, you know, 30 and down, you'd consider like a medium. And then like a 5%, you know, always consider like, you know, a dark film. But with crystalline, the darkest it goes is actually to a 20%. And now all I gotta do is soak up the edges. I finished out with my hard card on the edge. All right. That's pretty much it, Alex. I don't know, I think I showed everything, man.
Say whatever you want.
I feel like Valentine's Day is like a construct that we're just stuck in to be able to make money for like card companies and chocolate stuff, and it's what's most important is actually spending time with your partner, your significant other. And I don't know, man, I felt like I was on a roll there and I just lost it. Or maybe I'm just salty that I don't have a date for Valentine's Day. But yeah, that's it.